4 in a row for our Bears. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. 4 in a row? We won 4 games in a row? We're going to talk about that Saints game and also get ready here for the Ravens this weekend. It's Devin Duvernay's big game back to Baltimore. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to go over the injury reports. And is there a certain player that is on the Ravens? Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? That I think is going to determine the game on Sunday. We're going to dive into all of that coming up next on the Chicago Sports Podcast.
Let's go. Yo. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts.
Well, hello, friends. Welcome into the Chicago Sports Podcast, and we are so thankful to have you along with us tonight as we talk about the Bears, everything Bears football, 4 in a row right now. We're going to break it down, and I got my friends to do that here. My name is Matt Cooper. We got Big Drew, Big Papa Bear, as always here on Wednesdays. Papa Bear, what's going on, man? It's always good to see you.
Hey, all I can say is who that? The Bears, that's
who that? Yeah, who that? And who that? Who are we talking about? We're talking about the Bears. We're going to break into that game, too, talking a little bit about the Saints. And then I want to also bring in a guy that's very familiar to our show that you've watched him before in the past, and it's been a while. Me and him were just talking about that. We were reminiscing about the old times, and it's great to have him back with us because it's been a while, man. But we got Pinky back with us, Leroy to 1, Pigston to 3rd. Dude, welcome back to the Chicago Sports Podcast, man. We are so happy to have you back with us.
Hey, it's great to be back, guys. It's nice, had a long hiatus.
Long hiatus, yeah, man.
Yeah, I kind of had like my version of an Aaron Rodgers dark retreat kind of thing going on.
we were trying to send postcards to you, man. We couldn't find you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just working on me, getting, becoming a better me. So that's all I was doing, you know what I'm saying? But it's nice to be back, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to be back. Good to be back.
Yeah, it's very good to have you back, man. It's so good to have you back and talk to you again, man. Yes. It really is. And bring you in to talk about Bears football because you were at the game on Sunday, and we're going to start off with that before we get into the Ravens matchup. And we already got people here in the chat. We got Doug, we got Alex. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for watching here tonight. We appreciate it. And if you guys are watching and maybe you're old friends of the show, maybe you're new friends to the show. If you're new friends to the show, you can like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Really appreciate that. We're over 11,000 subscribers right now. So just hit that like button. You'll get all those notifications popping up and share it with your friends, man. Any Bear fan that you know, any of your Bears friends, share it everywhere, man. And tell them, hey, man, we're just Bears fans like everybody else talking about football, talking about the season. And we really appreciate that as well. So, guys, as we get started here, let's talk about that big win 4 in a row now against the Saints on Sunday, 26-14. There's a lot to like in this game, a lot to like with the defense in this game. And I think that's what we're going to start off with because the two things that stood out to me was the defense and then the running game. A lot that we've talked about in the beginning of the season and now in the last couple of weeks that I think both units have really performed. Bears defense took away the ball 4 times in that game. And this is what I like here. They now lead in takeaways. They lead the NFL right now in takeaways. Okay, they've forced at least 3 turnovers in each of their game on this winning streak. And I thought the pass rush was even really good. I thought Rattler was under pressure a lot. Season high 4 sacks, so that's a total of 12 now on the season. I think that's getting better. And then my favorite stat is the Saints had 13 yards and 4 first downs until they had that big drive at the end of the second quarter. But they really shut them down. And Pinky, I'll start off with you, man. We got you back here. You were at the game on Sunday. So first off, so your overall thoughts as you look at the defense from that game, and then also talk to us about your experience with the crowd and the energy, the atmosphere, everything that you experienced on Sunday as well.
So I'm going to start with the atmosphere. It was absolutely electric, and I felt it was a great omen walking into the game when most of the Saints fans already had the bags over their heads ready before the game started. And
wow.
A lot of the Saints fans, there's a lot of, high-ranking Saints fans, some that, you see on TV a lot at some of the Saints games that were there. And having a chance to speak with some of them, even they were like, we're here just to show up. They had zero faith that the Saints were winning that game going into it. So that in itself kind of let me know that they weren't in it from the start. Like, it was just going to be our night. Like, the moment we had a good play, you can just see that the wheels are going to fall off no matter what happens. So we had that going for us before the game even started. And you could tell from the moment the coin flip happened, when the Bears said they wanted the ball first, that, they were trying to get the offense going, but you can see that the defense was just chomping at the bit. Like, the Saints players, they didn't look like very interested when they were doing warm-ups out there. They didn't even want to be there. It looked like they were like, come on, get the bus warmed up. Let's go. At least with the running backs and some of the skill players, they did not look like they were interested in being on the field. I will admit that into the game, early on the game, it seemed like the Saints defense was ready to play. They were ready to go. They were out to try to prove to Dennis Allen, like, hey, we're good without you. And yeah, they failed. But what I did notice that it's overlooked is that the Bears defensive run game, they held the Saints to 44 total yards. And that's the most underrated part about the game that no one talked about as much. That each game during this winning streak, we've literally decreased the amount of yards by at least 20 to 40 yards per game. And our biggest significant, decrease came against the Commanders right off the bat, where we were, we had like the 100-some yards we gave up to Dallas. Then we gave up the 2-something that really kind of ballooned things for us. But we cut most of that in half against a team that probably more than likely should have put 300 rushing yards on us. They're that good in the Commanders, and hold them to 124, and then literally almost cut that into a third with 44 yards to the Saints. A lot contributed to that was the fact that we had TJ back. Having him back is monumentally underrated, in my opinion. That's the best part about the whole thing, having him back. And the defense was just amazing. Like, you can just tell having him there got everyone in their right place. Even the guys that aren't as skilled as, like, Jalen Johnson, they playing a tick higher. They're not playing out of position because they're where they're supposed to be now. No one's overplaying their spots. Brisker is actually improved because now he can play up in the box more because now that Kyler Gordon's back. So he's in his right position. Everybody's in their right spot now, and now they're clicking because now we're starting to see what Dennis Allen envisioned for us at the start of the season. Now we can just hope and pray that we get JJ back and, Stevenson stays healthy. So, but what I got yeah, we will talk about it. But
about the Stevenson injury, yeah, when we get to the injury report,
just
some news on that.
My thoughts was that the Bears defense is where it's supposed to be, and we still haven't even scratched the surface yet. That's the scary part. Our pass rush still hasn't really got clicking yet. So just imagine what's going to happen when these guys finally understand more of where they have to be with leverage and understanding, like when we get Booker back, like how much better is the pass rush going to be once we get him back, because he's a different type of energy. So, but going into that game, watching it, it was absolutely electric. It was awesome. It was the best way I can describe it is just electric. And you can tell that the defense was able to pick up on the fact the offense wasn't ready. It wasn't their day today, except for the running game. So they made it their business to give us shorter fields with the interceptions and the turnovers. And shout out to Spencer Rattler, a one-man wrecking crew with the 4 turnovers all by himself. I appreciate that, man. Hats off to you, brother. We
appreciate his success, man. We appreciate you on that side of the ball, Spencer Rattler. We were talking about him before the year too. Because I said there's sometimes where that guy he's on, like if he could throw a good ball sometimes, and then sometimes he just makes some terrible interceptions. And he did in that game. And thankfully it happened with us, and we took advantage of that. Guys in the chat right now, Doug said, I think you just said, yeah, he was his first game at Soldier Field in 10 years, man. So that was pretty cool that he was also at the game. We got Alex in the chat. Everybody in the chat right now, man. Thank you guys so much. Bear down.
Yes.
All right, Drew. You heard him talk about a little bit TJ Edwards. We mentioned that on the show last weekend, what we thought about TJ Edwards and when he came back and how he put everybody in position. And you could certainly say that again this weekend. But when you look at this game and the defense, you heard what Pinky said about some of his thoughts and some of the progress that he's seen on his end. How about you, man, when you were watching that game on Sunday?
Man, my boy Pinky said it all, but I'm going to try to chime in on a little something.
Let's just kick him off. You know what? We'll just get him off, dude. Yeah. How dare you, man?
I could just say, man, welcome back, Kyle Gordon, because he put a lot of pressure on that boy. What I liked about it was every aspect of our defense was strong in that game. I mean, Nashawn did his thing. Bird with the interception. Our secondaries, the line. I mean, every day part, it felt like the monsters of the Midway is coming back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we not quite there yet, but it was some good inklings that we can get back to that status. So I am very proud of our defense. I mean, it's not one part that I felt we lacked in. I just felt it was an overall great team effort. I think Dennis Allen did some monstrous plays to get us back, keep us up there at the top. I do have some concerns on the offense, but I think we'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah, well, I got that. Oh, believe me, I got that on my list, man, with our quarterback and everything. Hey guys, really quickly, you see here in the chat right now, Chicago Sports Podcast. Thank you guys for watching tonight too. There's a watch party on Sunday, so 11 a.m. pregame. Jim Miller, that's going to be there with us. Who was with us a couple of weeks ago. Jerseys, hats, hoodies, giveaways. Which would be so much going on at our watch party on Sunday. So make sure you guys follow us along here on the Chicago Sports Podcast. Keep everything going on with all the shows and what we have going on, and we really appreciate your support. And you definitely want one of those jerseys, man. The last time I was watching those watch parties, man, I saw our guy Trax, one of our good buddies, Trax, who runs everything here, just throwing them out and getting them out there, man. So,
and keep in mind, the last time Jim Miller was here, I think the last time he did a live with you guys, we blew out Dallas. Just throwing it out there, so we need to probably have Jim Miller on our show more often. Just throwing it out there. I mean, the offense seemed to be rolling when Jim Miller happened to be on the show. I'm just saying, he kickstarted the winning streak.
I know he's starting something here, man. He started it all here, man, for 4 in a row.
He showed up for that Dallas game, for the home Dallas game, and then I'm just saying, I'm not
good
saying
vibes, man. He brings those positive vibes, man. When you see them, and you just see that when you see him on TV, man. He gives those positive vibes, man. So he'll be out there Sunday.
And shout out to the fans, 300 in the chat already.
Thank you guys,
y'all. Yeah, that's what's up. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Everybody in the chat right now and everybody watching tonight. We're talking about the defense on Sunday. And so we're talking a little bit about the defense, and you kind of brought it up here, Drew, too. I had in my notes Kevin Byard, and then I also had Tremaine Edmonds. I thought Tremaine Edmonds had a really good game as well, man. I thought I actually, not just this game, I actually think he's had a really good season. The first part of the season is probably the best he's been here with the Bears. But those turnaways, I feel like Byard is such a smart player, and he's played in this league for a long time, and he's been with so many great coaches. He was Mike Vrabel for so many years with the Titans, so he knows what it's like to be out there for putting out a winner. And just to where he's at in his positioning, and Dennis Allen, and you brought this up too again, Drew. I thought the coaching of this game, offense and defensively, I loved both game plans. And to particular Dennis Allen's game plan, where those guys were back there being able to make those type of plays, man. And there he is back there again. So I think just the way that those guys have played, some of these other players, like, yes, Edwards has been great, man. Edwards is the catalyst of our defense, putting our players in the right position to be out there, like you said, Pinky, and Drew, like we were talking about on the show. But I feel like this also made so many of our other players better. And we look at that secondary, man. And right now, I feel so confident anytime that secondary is out there right now. And Pinky, and I think we talked about Kyler Gordon here a second ago, but when you look at that secondary right now, man, I think they're playing with fire, they're playing with confidence, and they are looking to take the ball over, and they're confident that that's going to happen every time they play.
Yes. See, my thing is too, the thing with Edmonds, it's essential for Edwards to be on the field, because to me, they like kid and play, bro. It's like, you can't have one without the other. And when Edwards is on the field, I mean, it frees him up to do so much damage, and he's so much better. Because when Edwards was injured, you see it was like he was trying to do like Edwards and his part at the same time. I mean, Sewell, don't get me wrong, Sewell, he did his thing too, but I mean, I'm just saying, but of course we know Sewell is not Edwards. I mean, he's good, but he's not Edwards. So I just want to just say that them two together, I mean, you can't have one without the other, bro. It's like when they on the field together, it's magic.
Yeah, and like you said, it's our version on the football field of Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Like, this is essentially what it is. TJ Edwards may not get like all of the stats. He's like the Scottie Pippen. He's going to guard your best offensive player. He's going to shut him down so Edmonds can be our Michael Jordan out there and get all the flashy plays, get the interceptions, get the big tackles for losses, or get the big sacks. Letting Tremaine play the will has literally been the greatest decision that Dennis Allen could ever have made. Because everyone freaked out early on because, what we experienced with TJ being the will and the numbers that he put up. And we're like, oh, we can't, don't do that. Don't take it away because he was getting 150 tackles a game, season. Like, why would we do that? Why would we switch him up? And now you're starting to see that Tremaine Edmonds, the 6'5", 250 some odd pound phenom that we have in the middle as a will linebacker, you can't throw the ball in his direction. When you do, this is what happens. Tip balls. He's 6'5". He's literally an extra defensive lineman with cornerback speed in the middle of the field. We haven't had something like that since Brian Urlacher. Another big dude that was, over 6'2", running sideline to sideline. We haven't had something like that since him. And now we got a guy who can literally read the quarterback because he can see over the defensive lineman. He can see, he can freelance now because he knows TJ going to catch everything else that go through. It ain't going to get past TJ. So now you see that they feed off each other better in those positions. He's better a freelancer. He's a better athlete than TJ. So it just makes so much more sense in this defense. This defense was built for both of these guys. And hopefully when we get Noah back as our third linebacker out there and those other packages, it's just going to complete the whole thing because now you got a guy in Sewell who can just be vicious and just go out there and hunt and go after the quarterback because he's strong enough and fast enough to get past some of those get past the tackles and guards, like Kyler Gordon, but he's got a little bit more girth. If it happens to be a run play, he can just get in the backfield, boom, he's there. So all three of those guys need to be on the field in some packages, especially when we play teams like, and I know we don't have them for this game, but teams like the Ravens who like to run the ball, or when we go against like a Philadelphia, it'll be nice to have Noah Sewell in there and we have all three of those guys out there. Because then you're not running anywhere. I don't care if it is Saquon. You're not running the ball on us when all three of those guys happen to be on the field. And that's what I'm looking for. Especially we got time now that they get, hopefully they're going to get healthier. They're going to be more gelled. The defense is going to be more in tune. So, yeah, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it right now. Definitely this defense is heading in the right direction. I'm just hoping that the offense catches up sooner than later.
And we're going to bring up the offense here in a second from the game last week. But, yeah, the way the linebackers have played right now, man, I just love it. And the way that it just the defense, the way he's calling games the last couple of ways, Dennis Allen I'm talking about, man, it gives you so much hope that this defense is going to keep getting better and they're all going to be together and all together on the scheme right now. Because sometimes it just takes a little bit. And he's trying to find the right players to fit that as well. So, yeah, great performance from the defense. Looking forward to that again this weekend. We're going to talk more about the Bears and Ravens coming up here on the show. And thank you guys for watching tonight, too. We got Doug in here. I see Bears Capo 23 is also in the house tonight. So thank you guys very much.
500 in the chat. Man. Let's go.
Yeah, I got 500 watching right now, man.
Get some likes up, guys. Come on. We got 500. We ain't got enough likes, though. Come on, guys. Come on.
We appreciate you guys, man. We appreciate you guys. So like and subscribe on our YouTube page, man. You'll get all the content coming up, including our watch party on Sunday that we were just talking about. And you can watch that on your couch like I was doing on Sunday. Like I do every Sunday, man, as I get ready to go out and watch the games. We got Pinky here, Big Drew. I'm Matt Cooper, and we're talking about the Bears and Saints. So the other thing that stood out to me, guys, I want to bring up is the running game. I thought the running game was great. The offense struggled a little bit with the passing game, but the running game, second week in a row, they had 222 rushing yards. Swift, 19 carries for 124 yards. Also, Kyle Monunga, 13 carries for 81 yards. Love to see the way that kid was playing. And He stood out to me, and I'm like, man,
oh man,
if this is a 7th round pick, man, that we were hoping and waiting for to be that second guy to DeAndre Swift, to have those two as a 1-2 punch. I thought the line did a nice job opening up some holes for them, man, and that explosiveness that we see from Swift now the last couple of weeks to pick up those yards. This is exactly what we want to see in this offense, especially when we're going to get to Caleb Williams in a minute, a game that was a little off for him, but if you have the offense and the running game that is going like that, it's a big win every time. Pinky, you saw it in person, man. Talk about that running game that you saw when you were watching Swift and Monangai.
I cried a little bit. Tears of joy. It was tears of joy because we hadn't seen a nice running game like that in so long. Like it almost, to me, it almost looked like having a nice 1-2 punch. It was like a nice combination of Matt Forte with a nice little hint of Khalil Herbert. Like, it was like a weird combination. You had that nice little bruising back and Kamanungai, and you got a guy who can just do it all, and DeAndre Swift. And again, we hadn't had a running back have like back-to-back good games like that since Matt Forte. And it's pretty, that's pretty rare where we had a guy who's catching and running the ball, what I'm saying? So if we can get him going, Caleb's job is going to be way more easier. I promise you. Yes, he had a rough game, but that running game needs to keep doing this. If we keep doing this, like, I can go out there and play quarterback if the running game starts performing like this now. Like, that's what we needed. If we had this week 1, we're 6-0. The Lions don't beat us if we had our running game going like this. And I think that's what Ben Johnson has been asking for since week 1. And we're finally getting it. And it's so awesome that I happened to be there when we had our highest output on offense, running the ball. It was so awesome. It's beautiful to see. You can't be nothing but happy that with all 3 combined running backs put up 216 yards of offense themselves. Like, it's awesome. Like, you can't ask for anything better than that. And Kyle Monangai needs to have that 55 to 45% split. That's what they need to have. That was like a perfect balance. The game plan, the way Ben Johnson called the game was beautiful. Like, that's what you want to do. You want to give Kyle Monangai early series so he can just go in and just wear that team out. You can tell right away in that first quarter when they had him out there second series, they could not handle his power and speed. He was always falling forward. And it was like he was just pounding. And then DeAndre Swift, boom, just lightning, gone. Like, you're not catching him. That one miss, and he gone. He hitting the hole. He was decisive. He was getting in there, boom. You know what I'm saying? It was everything that we want. It was Bears football. And like I said, the hope of the pass.
I like that. Bears football.
I could see why you shed a tear at the game, man. I could see why after watching that running game. And Drew's known to shed a tear once in a while, sometimes too. And so when you were watching the running game, Drew, I kind of like Piggy. I mean, Piggy brings up some great points, man. When you get us all fired up watching Swift and watching Monangai, man, and watching with the power runs that they had. What are your thoughts on the running game?
Man, he about to make me cry right now, but
that's why he's got the glasses on. You notice he's not taking the glasses off right now.
Yeah, no, I gotta keep those. But hey, I want to say first of all, congratulations to Monangai for getting his first touchdown.
Yeah,
that was amazing, bro. And that's when I was about to cry, Pinky. But I just thought, man, the running game was first of all, the Saints defense. I don't know, with the exception of why I'm going blank. Was it Young?
Chase Young.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Yeah, he was the only beast. Everybody else was lacking. So I just think that the Bears do what they do. They expose. I mean, if they find a way, especially I need to go back to coaching. Dennis Allen, he knows that team. That was his team. So he know their system. I know he ain't been there, but he still know their system. So that was a huge advantage. They having Dennis Allen calling those plays.
Yeah.
And then also too, but then again as well, Swift, I think with Swift, he found his mojo, bro. I mean, I think after that breakout game he had, I just think that, because I think he was struggling at first, but I think, when he found his mojo in that, was that the Dallas game?
The Commanders game.
The Commanders game. I think that just ignited a spark in him to that. Okay, I'm Swift again. Swift is Swifty now. So
yeah.
I appreciate that. But Manana guy, I just think with a little more development, of course, we know he's a rookie, but I think once he develops more, I know we was at the Genty in the 10th round, that first round, but man, he reminds me so much, and he looks like Genty. I mean, the boy can run. And I mean, at Rutgers, he was a beast. So I'm like, he actually did his thing, and he's just like exposing them. He's exposing them now.
He is underrated.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying he's just underrated.
Yeah, he's underrated. But hey, with that performance, he's gonna be rated now.
So, he's gonna be noticed now, man.
Yeah,
I'm just proud of him, man. I'm just proud. And then Roshan, he came in and got the little big yard for us too. Well, we can't forget about Roshan, man. He's our power runner, man. Let's get some props to Roshan, man.
Props to Roshan and
make him a fullback. I think we should just make him a fullback.
Yeah, we should just make him a fullback.
Yeah, and our entire running game, man, that was about as best as it looked on Sunday. So I'm excited to see what happens this Sunday and see how they use all three of them. But to the injury report, we'll get to that here in a second. Hey, guys, I want to say congratulations to Cass. She just won a rare Caleb Williams card, man. So congratulations. Congratulations for watching, and congratulations for winning that. We are honored to have you part of our chat tonight, and we wanted to say congratulations to you. Thank you so much again for watching. We'll have more coming up here on the show tonight. And to everybody else, thank you guys very much for watching. 800 in the building right now. We got 800 people watching right now, breaking down Bears, ready for Sunday against the Ravens. We're going to talk about that here in a second. We're going to talk about some of the keys to that game.
Paris made a good comparison. Somebody in the chat made a good comparison about Kyle Monanga. He says he reminds him of Kareem Hunt. Yeah, that's a really good comparison.
That's what I was looking for.
It's a very solid comparison. Sorry.
He's just gonna keep getting better too, man. That's the thing is he's still young. He's still learning everything. So he's as more as he picks up this offense, man. That's why I'm excited to see where it goes and how they keep using him here throughout the rest of the season. And we'll start finding out here on Sunday. So guys, but one more thing here with the Saints game before we move on to the Ravens, as we preview the Ravens and Bears for Sunday. We do got to talk about the passing game and Caleb Williams. Not one of his better games. He was 15, 16, 172 yards, no touchdowns, one interception. Made some big plays down the field. He did make some big plays. Is inaccurate at times. I know there was a couple of drops, and there was exchanges with Drew Dahlman a little bit off with this center quarterback exchange. And again, I just as we get Caleb Williams and Drew, we talked about this a couple of times with Caleb Williams and his progress and everything that we're going to see from him this season. I still think at the end of the day, he's still a second-year quarterback, and there's going to possibly be some games like this. Although the exchanges, I think they're going to fix that up, but that was a little concerning watching some of the exchanges with Drew Dahlman, especially when you're paying him to come in here as a free agent. You would hope that would be a little bit cleaned up by now. So it was a little bit off, Drew, for Caleb on Sunday, but I'm not concerned. I still think there's a long way to go with him.
No, I'm not concerned either, bro, because I mean, as long as Caleb stayed consistent as far as what Ben John's asking him to do, I think he'll be okay. The thing I think what gets in his way is I think he like we always talk about this, he wants to hurt back to what he's been doing back at USC, back in his first year with us. It's like, it's like trying to train someone they've been doing something for years, and you're trying to train them in 1 year to stop what they was doing for, 5-6 years. I mean, it's going to take some time, but I just think, Caleb just have to stop. If you don't see the play, man, just stop trying to be a hero. And I think that's where he used to playing hero ball, and it's like we trying to get you a little more structured. So I think once he get more structured and get out those old habits, I think he'll be okay. But if he just stay consistent, I mean, he don't have to be great. Just stay consistent. If our run game holds like they is, just stay consistent.
Yeah.
You guys, am I with y'all?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. The thing is, like, I honestly feel like
some connection issues.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. We hear you loud and clear, my brother. My thing is, I think he's just pressing. I think because between the media noise and the pressure of being the first 4,000-yard passer in Bears history, I think it really means something to him. And I could think you saw early on, he was pressing hard to try to get them big yards. He's trying to get them yards in chunks. You know, and I think that's what it was early on. He was pressing so hard to be so good for us and to show out for the fans that he's just, it's just, he's not, it's subconsciously, he's just a tick too fast, because he's throwing the ball where it needs to be, but he's throwing it too soon. So it looks like he's overthrowing it or not throwing it to the right spot. So he's looking inaccurate, but I honestly think he's just throwing the ball too soon. He's throwing the ball a tick too soon. If he just waits a half a second later and throw the ball in certain situations, the ball is complete. But I think everything's sped up in his brain because I think he wants it for us. And you can see it in the interviews. Like, you can see it in his body language, especially when he's on the field. Like, there was a couple of throws, he looks, and you can see the frustration. He's mad at himself. He's getting angry with himself, not his teammates. He daps up his teammates and said, that wasn't you, that's me. You can see him going to the sideline, telling the guys like, no, you did the right thing. I messed that up. So it's a learning curve for him, but that's something like emotions like that when you're trying to do something that's never been done for a franchise or for an organization like ours, it's monumental. And fans need to understand that he is working himself mentally to the edge, harder than any quarterback I've ever seen for the Chicago Bears do. And that goes unnoticed, that no one understands how much he wants this for us. He wants to get to the playoffs. Yes, he wants to win, but he wants to get the stats. He wants all of that. He wants to do all those things for us all at once. And it's like every throw he makes, he's doing it for us. And fans need to understand that and get behind him. Early on, it felt like the fans were against him, but then it was like towards the middle towards the end of the second quarter, beginning of the third quarter, even though he was still making the mistakes, the fans, you can start seeing the fans like, you got this, Caleb. We need more of that off the rip. So when we do those things, if we can start coming together more for him, I think it'll be easier on him mentally to relax out there and understand like, oh, we got you. The pressure isn't all on you. The city's behind you. We got your back. And I think it's unfortunate that most of the city doesn't have it yet or aren't showing that yet. Once he gets that, a lot of those passes, a lot of these mental breakdowns that he's having won't happen. He'll start playing more free. He'll start running for the first down instead of trying to throw for a 40-yard bomb. But again, that won't happen until he starts getting more comfortable. So, and again, we got to remember, guys, second-year quarterback
exactly. in a new offense with new offensive linemen. And I know we're still starting new offense. I mean, exactly. Yeah. And we're starting to get to the middle of the season, but there's going to be games like that last week. And there's probably going to be some more games this year where, heck, we might probably lose because of that. But I think that's still just the development that we all got to be patient with. And that's with any quarterback in the NFL, man. It's going to be with any quarterback, right. Any young quarterback coming in. You see it all over the league. And as for us as Bear fans, the excitement's got to be there because Caleb's our future, and you can see it. And you can see it each and every week, man, that I think that he's got the it factor, and he's going to keep getting better.
And then never lied about that it factor.
And we're just going to see that coming through, man. So I'm excited to see what he does coming back this weekend. Hey, guys, thank you for watching here at the Chicago Sports Podcast. Another give Bears Capo. He's also going to get the Caleb card as well. So congratulations to Bears Capo. He's also going to pick that up. So thank you very much, Bears Capo. And thank you very much for watching tonight. We really appreciate your support and everybody's support here on the Chicago Sports Podcast as we are getting ready for Sunday against the Ravens. And the Ravens at this point, when we all looked at the schedule, guys, it wasn't just me, it was all of us. We're like, oh man, that's going to be a really tough game. They're going to probably be one of the favorites to win the AFC this year. And here they are, man. They are at 1-5 right now. They've had a ton of injuries this year.
Yeah.
Ton of injuries. They've had some bad defensive play. I'm going to bring that up here in a second. They're taking away games. I don't know if you guys saw that this week, but they're taking away all their games that they have in their rooms to stay more focused on game days coming up. And the injury report's out today too. So before we even start getting into the game and we start breaking some things down of what you guys are going to be looking for and what you guys are going to be watching for, the injury report's out. So I'll start with the Ravens. And I saw this from Jamison Hensley, who covers the Ravens on X. He brought out the report earlier today that Lamar Jackson was limited. And you've probably seen a lot of those videos. He had his hamstring the last couple of weeks, but he was limited along with Kyle Hamilton, which is a big return if he plays on Sunday. He had a growing problem. He missed one game. Lamar missed 2 games. And then Marlon Humphrey, who is also very important on their back end, did not practice today because of illness. For the Bears injury report, there was quite a bit that did not participate today. We had Tyrique Stevenson with a shoulder, Cole Kmet with a back. Right. DeAndre Swift did not practice today. That's going to be one to keep an eye on with a growing injury. DJ Moore with his hip, and I think we've seen that the last couple of weeks. I'll give DJ Moore all the credit in the world. I can't believe he even played in some of those games with some of the hits he's taken on that hip, but he didn't today. And Roschon Johnson didn't practice because of a back. Limited, Nahshon Wright, Cairo Santos, Grady Jarrett, and Braxton Jones. Now, this is all according to Brad Biggs. I saw this on his report on X earlier today. But it looks like there's a possibility of those guys that are going to be playing this week. So big injury report here for the Bears. A lot here as we get ready here for Sunday. So before we even start breaking it down as we get into the game on Sunday, Piggy, I'll start with you. I just gave you a list of all the injuries on a report. Is there a couple of those players or one player that stands out to you the most that concerns you that's on the first? Now, granted, this is just Wednesday now. This can all change by the end of the week. But if you look at that, is there something that you think that concerns you on that injury report?
Does anybody on that list concern me? The only one I'm concerned about, and I hope he finds a way to watch this video, do get in the cryo chamber, do what you got to do, Stevenson. Please, for the love of God, be able to play this game. Please, I'm begging you. Play, because you look like a number 1 corner when you're out there. When you was out there before you got hurt, he looked like a number 1 corner. Like, this defense has opened up, unlocked whatever it is that was – whatever Al Harris is doing, oh my God. Yes. They're not paying Al Harris enough money. And I can't believe I'm saying that about a former Packer. But they're not paying this brother enough money because he unlocked Stevenson. Stevenson looks like a number 1 corner. He looks like he could be a number 1 DB for any team in the NFL right now. That is how well he is playing. He is shutting people down. And notice that Chris Olave did not get those scores until Stevenson was gone. He didn't score.
Good point.
He didn't score. The team didn't get past the 50 until he got hurt. That was it. That was the only reason why they even got close and why the offense did anything. It's because Stevenson got hurt. And Nahshon Wright got hurt too. But he came back, thank God. So, but Stevenson is the only one on that list that concerns me the most.
Yeah.
Cole Kmet's a warrior. He's been playing with a hurt back pretty much all season. So I'm anticipating him showing up for the game. He gonna be out there blocking, doing what he got to do. So he's a warrior. DJ is a warrior. Swift, they giving him rest. I think that's kind of a thing they're doing for him now with this groin injury, just giving him some rest. They know what he can do on game day. So I think he's gonna get the benefit of the doubt on game day. That or they just split the carries 50-50 between him and Monangai. We know Monangai now can handle the load. So I'm not worried about Swift, sitting out practice. As long as he's ready, he'll be ready by Friday, Saturday, ready to go. So, but Stevenson's the only one I'm worried about. I'm hope and pray that they're just holding him out as precautionary, and Friday, Saturday, he's out there limited and ready to go for the game. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't want it to be something serious because that'd be devastating to us because he's been on a roll.
Yes, he has, man. He has been on a roll. Drew, you look at that injury report, man. Pinky brings up some good points here, especially when it comes to Stevenson. Is there anything that stands out to you or anybody on the Ravens injury report that stands out to you?
I totally agree with Stevenson. We all know that defense wins games. And with JJ being out, we definitely need Stevenson in because there's no way we going to even – well, I'll touch on that in a minute. There's no way we could beat the Ravens if Stevenson – is not playing because he's a valuable asset to the defense. But you already know who I'm mainly concerned with on the Ravens, Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bring him up here in a second, man.
All right,
bring him
bro.
up here in a second.
All right. Well, I'll wait to comment on that, but we just, I mean, as far as for us though, yeah, Stevenson is the only one. The other ones, I mean, I'm always concerned when anybody's injured, bro, because I mean, but we already know it's a part of the game. But as far as an asset, I'm with you, Pinky. Stevenson is the one that we need on that field. At least if he's not 100%, at least we could get him maybe 50, I don't know, 50 if he will.
Well, I'll take 50-60% of Stevenson right now.
Yeah.
It's better than what we got on the rest of this roster.
Right.
We need whatever we can get. Pitch count.
So
I don't care.
I'm all in with you on that one. But yeah, we'll break down Lamar in a minute.
Yeah, the other one, so Cole Kmet's could be an interesting one because he left that game, if you remember, from Sunday.
Yeah, they both did after their injuries.
And I'm still going to keep an eye on the DJ Moore too, man. And I give that guy all the credit in the world for constantly keeping him playing and the way he's played so far. Deshaun Wright, limited today, man. I think he's done a very good job this year. I think that's a guy that if you're looking at some of the players that you were looking at, you were not necessarily looking at our star players, but maybe some of the guys that you weren't necessarily thinking about. I think the year that he has had so far has been really good. And I think it's also important we get Grady Jarrett back out there.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dex. Hey, but Devon Dexter has been lights out lately these last 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks, he has come on strong. And one person I want that I give a slight apology to because he was one of my first people I thought was going to get cut. Dominic Robinson. Shout out to him. He has been balling.
Hey, I thought he was going to get cut too, bro.
I think everybody thought he was going to get cut. He was on the list of everybody. Everybody had him on his list when we were in training camp.
The man is balling. Talk about a dude playing for his career. He has been balling out.
Yeah. And since we're giving apologies, I'd like to give an apology to Nashawn, bro, because I told Coop in a couple of shows that, man, I'm like, why do we get this dude he's messing up, man. I was like, this dude is a clown. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what I was thinking, man. But then, but these last 2 games, he's been outstanding, bro. And I'm like, man, and without him, we wouldn't have won, though, especially that Commanders game, man. We wouldn't have won that one.
Yeah.
So I'm giving him props.
It's like he's a fighter, you know what I'm saying? It's like he's going through what Stevenson went through his rookie season. You know how he was getting picked on early on in the season, but then once he started getting them takeaways, they stopped throwing that ball his way.
Yeah,
I think in this game that they're going to do the same thing. I think he just needs to be ready for it. He's got to understand that these teams are going to pick on him because they're not going to go out. If Stevenson's out there, they're not picking on Stevenson.
Right.
We already saw that after the Dallas game. After the Dallas game, when he ripped that ball out the hand, they're not picking on him. This man took the ball out the running back's hand. He didn't just punch out. He just literally took the ball out the man's hand. After that, it was like, yeah. I think the rest of the league's like, yeah, we ain't gonna do that no more. We gonna try to not pick on him. They're gonna pick on the other dude and see if we can do something with him.
Yeah.
And Nashawn Wright, yeah, he getting burned on a couple plays, but I like the fact that he don't let that stop him from keep going after that ball.
Right.
We see that, snap after snap, he is a dog. You know what I'm saying? He ain't, he may not be like your everyday starter out there, but he is playing out of his mind. And I love it. I love that.
Coming from that Brian Flores defense in Minnesota, man, that's where he's balling out right now, man. So it's just great to see it. I'm glad that Drew was able to come on here and say, because Drew, you did say that you mentioned it here a couple of times.
Cool. But I was wrong. I'm sorry, I was wrong.
Hey, man, dude. No, it's good to be proven wrong. It's good. It's good to see players like that, man, and do very well like he has this year, man. And it's easy to cheer for guys like him too. Hey guys, we have some gear out there on Etsy right now, Chicago Sports Podcast gear that you guys can check out. We got the link right here. You'll see it on the bottom of the screen, and you can go there, shop around, man. There's some really cool shirts in there, and you'll have the opportunity. You know what? Christmas is not that far away, and you can start buying Christmas gifts for your family. You could spread the word around everybody in Chicago, man, by picking up a couple of shirts right now, and you'll see that link on the bottom right there, Etsy, and check it out, man, because they're really cool looking. And yeah. I know I'm certainly going to be I'm certainly going to be placing my order here soon and getting mine here coming in just in time, especially as the Bears win a couple more games. We think they're going to win, man.
So, and then too, I gotta say the tracks, man. I appreciate them because look, I went on there to see what was the sizes. Because I'm 6'5" myself, so I was like, look, you gotta look out for the big and tall guys. So I'm gonna get my old in too.
You're gonna look good in that, man. You're gonna be looking good in that, man. Next time we come back on our show, so you guys could certainly check that out on Etsy and pick that up. So guys, okay, so here's the deal. When we look at this game on Sunday and we talk about the injuries and everything going on, I think it's quite simple. If the Ravens are going to win this game on Sunday, it's because Lamar Jackson's playing. And that's it. Because when he is not playing, they look awful. Cooper Rush looks awful. They're talking about Tyler Huntley now on the practice squad, and is that the possibility is he going to come in? And either way, if any of those two quarterbacks are going to play on Sunday, I feel like I'm as confident as ever can be that we're going to win this game because Lamar Jackson was playing at an MVP level before he got hurt. He's been out a couple of games. He had the hamstring, but he was already close to 900 passing yards. He had 10 touchdowns, only one interception. And you see the way how special of a player he is, and you can certainly see that even with them losing those games, he was playing at a very high level. So the Ravens offense in general right now, for passing yards, and it's fallen off since they've had Cooper Rush playing the last couple of weeks. They're 28th in passing yards, but 10th in rushing yards. And Henry did have a very good game. Now, they lost the last game they played against the Texans, but he did have a very good game. He rushed for over 120 yards, and that guy is one hard guy to take down. So if I'll go around the room here, if Lamar Jackson's playing and they has the running game with Derrick Henry, I think that changes everything. Even if Lamar Jackson's not fully healthy, let's say he's just at like 60% healthy. Those type of players, man, is going to be very difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult to guard. And I'll start with you, Pinky, man, because I think of the world of Lamar Jackson. I think he's one of the 5 best quarterbacks in football.
If this were last year's Ravens team, I would totally agree with you. And the sentiment with the point spread that they're a 7-point favorite. However, this year's Lamar Jackson looked like what we saw with Jaden Daniels. And their receiver weapons are literally on par with the backup receiving core that the Commanders have. Like Zay Flowers is a fast guy who happens to catch the ball every so often. And Bateman is an okay receiver, but he can be locked down by a third or fourth string corner. We've seen that happen. And we saw that with Buffalo. He was a no-show in that game for the most part. Their tight ends, Isaiah Likely and, Andrews. Andrews is getting older. He looks like he has lost a step. He's still a great blocker, but catching the ball, he hasn't been the greatest at. And Isaiah Likely is still coming off injury himself, so he won't be as effective as we may think he will be. So my thing is that, yes, the Ravens are great. They're a great running team. But if the Bears go in there and stop that and force them to pass the ball, which is more than likely what's going to have to happen because the Bears defense is going to be ready to stop them running the football. I have all the faith in the world that our defense can stop them running the ball. We're not going to completely stop it, but I think we can hold them to under 125, 150 yards for sure. And if we do that, we can walk away with the win. So, I get their guys back on defense. So,
he brings up good points, Drew. Lamar Jackson, and I know you're dying to talk about him. And if he's in there, and is this the same Lamar as last year? Or is he different Lamar? Kind of what Pinksty was bringing up about his receiving core and who he's got to throw to, and are they as special as they were last year, man? So, your thoughts on Lamar Jackson?
At first, my first reaction was, I'm like, man, this is going to be a whole total different game if Lamar plays, and we might have to be worried. But as I was just thinking about it, I thought about when Jaden Daniels came back from his injury, and I was thinking, like, oh man, Jaden, he back. We might have problems. But see, even though they come back, man, that injury is still affecting him. It's like, even if he does play, and, with our defense playing the way they are, I mean, I don't wish injury on nobody, but we pop Lamar one good time, he might be out of there. So, at first I was concerned, but now, I mean, man, look, I'm not trying to sound cocky or nothing, bro, but look, hey, Lamar ain't 100%. So, hey, if he play, hey, bring him on. I'm just at that point right now. I mean, and this is gonna be a true test for us anyway, man. We can't just be, getting all the little, secondary quarterbacks and hey, let him come back. We have to prove ourselves now. It's playtime over with. Bring Lamar Jackson back. We'll bust. Oh, I was about to go there, but
ooh, man, you were about. Hey, I wasn't saying anything, man. I was just gonna let you speak.
I know. I'm trying to keep it PG, but hey, but no, I think it would be a good challenge for us, and we need to be tested now, especially with people in our division, bro. We gonna got to be tested right now because we can't just wait till the test come to try to get the answer. We need to try to get a little practice in with some great people, and Lamar's a great person, great quarterback. So
I think we've already had some good tests already this year, though. Before we got Lamar,
but Lamar's he's a different kind of beast, bro. I mean, I feel what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm with you, but
yeah,
I just feel like Lamar and like Jaden. I feel if he was 100%, that would have been a little bit more different. But I think we can take Lamar. If he does play, I think we can take him. Real talk.
And my thing is with the Commanders game, neither team walked in healthy. Our defense is secondary was banged up. Our defense is banged up. Their offense is banged up. It wound up being an even fight, except the fact that we had to fight the refs too. But, that's a different story, though. But my thing is, I think the Bears defense has already had the battle-tested quarterbacks already. We've already had Jared Goff. He carved us up. We learned from that game what not to do in the passing game. Since getting carved up like that, we have not been beaten up like that in the passing game. And then we had to deal with that high-flying act from the Dallas Cowboys. Their lowest output so far this season came from us. Still. We're the only team to hold them under 15, under anything. We're the only team to hold them to under 2 touchdowns so far. They scored more than 3 touchdowns against everybody else this year. So, and then we had Jaden Daniels, who scored 3 touchdowns on us. To this day, I still don't understand how Luke McCaffrey got free. I'll never understand that, how he was so wide open. But we've had 3 quarterbacks already. You combine those 3 quarterbacks, you get Lamar Jackson. And so I think we'll be ready for that test. We can take bits and pieces from those games to get an understanding of what Lamar Jackson is going to do to us. And I think this defense is built to stop a quarterback like that. So and I think that's why I'm not so worried about it. As long as we can stop Derrick Henry from getting off.
I was just about to say that.
Running game. We stopped that part of the running game because Lamar is going to do his scrambling. But like I said, he may not be, if he's not 100%, we won't see him scramble as much. So we'll have that on our side. We know that he's going to take the slide, or he's going to run out of bounds quickly if the pressure gets to him. He's not going to be the lightning speed Lamar Jackson that won the MVP.
Oh, I'm with you.
We're getting the Lamar Jackson that's coming off a partially torn hamstring or whatever. So, yeah, we're not going to get the cheetah gazelle speed, that we will most likely have to worry about. So,
right. And you know what? Doug just made the comment, and that's the effort. We need to cut down the penalties, bro. That'd be our downfall.
Well, somebody needs to stop paying the refs calling the penalties on it, because I don't be seeing them. That's the problem,
man.
Find some refs that ain't gonna keep calling the penalties, man. These refs is on something.
I think the penalty part, there's some of those that are very questionable, but I think for the offensive side, the pre-snap penalties, the center and quarterback exchange, I think that's
after the game. Half of those calls were phantom calls. Like, where was they moving? There was only maybe 3 where it was the 2 that was on Loveland, where it was blatant, where he jumped offside because of the Catons. And then there was maybe 1 on Theo Benedict where he literally jumped offside and smacked the dude upside his head because he tried to jump across. That was it. Those are the only 3.
Yeah, that was trash, man.
Literally, those are the only 3 penalties in that game that I saw. And I was literally there. I was that close. I can see them. You can see their breath when I'm that's how close I was to the field. I was not understanding where these penalties was coming from. I don't get it. There needs to be some kind of investigation. Honestly, that it's terrible. We've had 4 straight weeks of 10+ penalties.
Close to
during the win streak, we've had at least 10 penalties in each of those games, and each one is more baffling than the next. And my thing is, going into this game, you are what your record says you are, and in this case, it's true. The Ravens are a true 1-5 team. They are what their record says they are. They turn the ball over way too much, and their defense is just undisciplined. They try to go for the kill shots, and they're not tackling very well. And they just haven't learned. And I don't see it stopping. I have a feeling that Rome Odunze has a bounce back game. I can see Rome Odunze having 140 some yards receiving in this game today, this week. That's just my honest opinion. I honestly think that's what's going to happen. Whether Humphreys comes back or not, or Hamilton, both of those guys are going to get lit up because guess what? They're going to try to go for the interception. That's what they've been doing all season, trying to jump routes. And if they're going to do it one too many times, they're going to try to do it early in this game, and it's going to bite them. Because I know Ben Johnson, saying he is going to know what those guys are about.
Here's something to keep in mind. We're talking about turnovers, and we like to take the takeaways. Derrick Henry, and he looked really good the last game he played, where he looked like the old Derrick Henry, but he has also fumbled the ball a little bit this season too. First few games of the year, he's had 3 fumbles, or if not even more. So that's something to keep an eye on. He fumbled
in that game too. That he had 100 yards. He had
100 yards. He fumbled in that game as well. So he's had a little bit of a fumbling problem this year. So if our defense can keep to what we've been doing here the last couple of weeks, that would be key for this game.
Yeah.
As our injury report up right now, as you guys can see here, we were talking a little bit about it earlier, but this is the official list as the Bears official list. And
please get Austin Booker on the field, please.
And Austin Booker, full participant. He's a full participant.
Can they just get him on the field, please?
Come on, Stevenson.
Austin Booker. And what do you guys think about Cairo Santos? Do you think Cairo Santos is going to be a go this week?
No, I don't think he is.
I don't think he is. I think Moody's going to be playing.
That's an interesting one. Like, where do you go from there? Because he's played so well. Moody's done so well here the last couple of weeks. And as you can see, he was limited. Cairo Santos with his right thigh, he was limited today. Do you take that chance Santos and bring him back, or do you give him another week?
I just give him the one more week because this is the last game that Moody can play before we'd have to sign him. So I would say give him this one last game. Give Cairo Santos one more week to get right, and then have him out there for the Bengals game. Plus, it's on a better field. They got the turf. Be better on his right thigh muscles. As opposed to trying to get your footing in grass.
And what did we say? We were Picky before we started the show. We looked up the weather. It's supposed to be very nice out Sunday in Baltimore. Is that supposed to be? It's supposed to be what, 58 to 60 with sunshine.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game.
Good game, great game.
I think it's going to be perfect. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And we'll see the guys that did not practice today. Keep an eye on that here for the rest of the week. And, of course, we'll keep you updated here on the Chicago Sports Podcast as well. Also, Caleb Williams. We were just talking about Caleb Williams here a second ago. As we were talking about the way he's played and the way he played in the last game. And as you can see the quote right here, he says, "I could have played better. We could have played better on offense throughout the whole game and put ourselves in better position. And I'm very confident that he will do that as well, getting ready for the game on Sunday against the Ravens. And I was going to bring up here a second, guys, the Ravens defense. And I know, Pinky, you were kind of talking about that just a little bit, about the Ravens defense and how bad they are this year. And they're terrible. They're really bad. They're last in the NFL with points allowed. They allow 32.3 per game, 246.5 passing yards per game. So that's 28th in the NFL. And the rush defense is last. So other than that, guys, their defense is really good, and they're going to stop us, and they're going to kill us on Sunday. So we might as well not even. No. That's really bad. That's been their Achilles heel on their team this year, has been their defensive play, because it's been really bad. And they've had a lot of questions about their defensive coordinator. Zach Orr is their defensive coordinator. They have an old friend that used to be a coach on our team. Chuck Pagano is their secondaries coach. And I was reading some of the rumors out there. And some of the rumors, if it's a possibility that Chuck Pagano could be taken over. I don't know, man. But either way, their defense has been a mess. I know they played a little bit better the last game, but this is key right here. You just heard my...
Almost lost it there, bud.
Oh,
here a second ago. Drew, man, you look at those numbers for the Ravens. What stands out to you? I mean, pretty much everything on my end, but is there something in particular that stands out to you on how bad their defense has played this year?
You know what, Piggy? I'm gonna let you take this one first.
What was the question again?
I was saying, I gave all the stats about the Ravens defense. Is there something on there that stands out to you? And what we need to take advantage of?
They're literally Dallas 2.0. That's the first thing that comes to mind. They're literally Dallas 2.0, even in the secondary. And remember, Dallas secondary had some of their starters. They still had Diggs, and the only one they didn't have was Bland. And since he's been back, he really hasn't done much either. So it's not like they really helped him. So, but my thing is that the one thing we could take advantage of is the middle of the field. And it's oddly enough to say that, not trying to disrespect my boy Roquan because he's a monster. He's a beast. But in this scheme, he just looks simply lost out there in coverage. They miss him in the run game. Yeah, he's been an asset in the run game, but in the passing game, and for whatever reason, they are just using him like they're just the other guys that are with him out there on the field. They are not that good in coverage. And knowing Ben Johnson, the way he schemes up, the things that he did to Bobby Wagner. Now, granted that we had some drops with Zaccheaus and with Zaccheaus on two different plays where we had Wagner isolated in those games against there, and we saw there was a couple of plays that Burton got Burton would have got free saying on that one play he's gone so against the Saints. But the middle of the field is where we're gonna have to do our most work, and that's where Caleb has been his best at throwing the ball in the middle of the field this year, like plays of 15 plus yards, the slant routes, the in routes that DJ Moore has been getting a lot of his catches. That's where we're going to eat the most, because that's where the Ravens have been the worst. Like the in between the hashes is where they have been the worst all season. Like even in that game that they did well in, they still got ate up in the middle of the field. Like that's where they couldn't stop anybody on third down because they just had to throw the ball down the middle. Quick in route, quick slant routes, whatever it is, go down the middle and boom, they're catching the ball. Everybody was. And it's been the constant theme all season against them. That's the blueprint. Get within 5 to 6 yards behind Roquan. You don't have to even go by Roquan. Just get underneath the other linebacker that happens to be on the strong side. Boom. You're getting 15, 20 yards a pop because he can't cover. He's just not a good cover linebacker. And the corners just don't keep up.
Yeah. And
what they can do about it.
But then what's funny? I mean, I never thought I'd associate last in the league on defense with the Baltimore Ravens, bro. I mean, that's surreal in itself.
Yeah.
But I can also say too, man, the thing that's kind of they're lacking, well, like you were saying with Roquan, to me, man, I think our receivers gonna have a breakout game in this because they corners have been kind of garbage, bro. I mean, what's the man name? I think Wiggins.
Yeah,
I
Wiggins
think it's Wiggins and the other guy, and the Zuri. I can't pronounce his name, but they've been pretty weak, bro, pretty soft. So I mean, I could just see our receivers just having the field with them, bro. Real talk. And then, like I said, Roquan, man. I mean, I don't know what they doing, man. I don't know what they doing with him this year, because I mean, if you go back 2 or 3 years, man, Roquan was killing people. But now it's like they don't know what scheme to put them in. It's like man, we just let's just roll the dice and see where we go. So I think, man, if we expose their corners, they secondary is weak right now, and their corners are very, very weak. So if we just keep them exposed, man, Ndunze more. I don't know if more than that play, but Ndunze, and this gonna be a good time to get Burden acclimated, bro, because I know he's a little now I would say a little teed off because I don't think he's getting the proper play time that he wants. But I think this will be a great breakout game for Burden to put him in and show what he can do. So that's my take on it.
Roquan Smith, it's going to be interesting to watch him play, and you kind of heard him talk a little bit about that, but hurt this year, and everything that I've read from when I follow the beat writers is it sounds like he hasn't had a great year even up to this point. And that could be about anybody on that defense. Listen, that defense is a mess. And I just gave you guys the stats on that defense. When a defense is not playing well, you can pinpoint on certain areas. I brought up the coordinators. I brought up how they're trying to figure everything out. Because even last year, they started off pretty bad with that new coordinator, and then they fixed everything. And I felt like they got it right. And now they've taken a step back this year on how they're trying to play and how they're trying to play defense right now. Yeah. So we're going to see if I think Hamilton, it's going to be interesting to see if they do get him for this game. I think that's going to help their defense. But you're right, Drew. You know what? You're right. I think Burden, and you saw that we've seen him already in some chunk big plays, the little they've kind of put him in and stuck him in just a little bit. I think this would be a perfect game for him. I mean, I know they're trying to get it. I know they're trying to get the ball to other players on the team to get it a little bit more to DJ and a little bit more. Actually, I think I have the quote. I might have it up here. Ben Johnson was talking about that, how he wants to get everybody and try to get everybody involved. Well, no, this is how they've played so far, and how they've looked so far, and how proud he is of the team right now. But I know Ben Johnson was also talking a little bit about how he's trying to get the receivers a little bit more. And yes, he wants them to have a little bit more plays. But with that being said, and we've talked a lot about the Ravens defense, man, would this be a good game for Burden to get out there and make a big chunk play and see that speed of this kid that we've seen from him in Missouri, man, because I'm a big fan of this guy, and I just want to see that speed be on display. And this would be it for it.
As much as I would love to see Burden, I have a sneaky feeling that this is the Loveland breakout game instead. Because of all the things that I mentioned about how weak the linebackers are in between the hashes.
Yeah.
We've yet to see them incorporate Loveland in the slant game. Like give him slants down the middle where he's going to be wide open. And I have a feeling that him and Cole Kmet are going to eat in this game a lot early on.
If Cole plays.
What you say? He has to go eat it up?
They're going to eat a lot. And whether Cole Kmet is 100% healthy or not, he's going to eat because the guys on that defense can't get pass rush to save their life. So Caleb, this is if you hear me, brother, if you are listening, we got a lot of people in the chat right now. We got over 1,300 in the chat, so I know you hear me somewhere. You got somebody that you affiliated with listening in on this. If you hear me, brother,
get to them. Text them.
For real. If you hear me, my brother, this is your 400-yard game. Everything down the middle. It's going to be free. I promise you. You just pick and choose who you want to throw the ball to. It's going to be open. I might be open. I might even come out there and be open for you today. I promise you. They is not catching them balls that you throw. You throw lasers. There ain't nobody touching that ball except for your receivers. Your receivers are nobody. I promise you that. So it's going to be that kind of game for you, Caleb. It's up to you, brother. It's up to you.
I feel it. I feel that.
Yeah. That's my.
Got a guest in here, man. We got KB joining the KB. Can you hear us?
KB.
What's up, KB?
What's up, fellas? Dude, man. Hey, man. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time, man. Y'all been out here doing your thing, man. I'm just popping in because free agents sometimes we get moved around. We get traded. We get shipped off. But your boys coming to Wednesday with y'all, man. I'll be out here with y'all boys Wednesday nights, man. Bring a little bit more energy to the room, man. To mess around with y'all boys. So just wanted to give a shout out to the fans. Give out the shout out to y'all boys that's on here because y'all been just excited to get started, man.
No, man, we're glad to have you on here, dude. You tell you can pop on here, man. We love having you on here. As we have you on here for a couple of minutes. AB, as we have you on here for a couple of minutes, we've been talking all day. We would previewing the Bears and Ravens here, and looking forward to the game on Sunday. So we'll just get your opinion quickly here, man. Like when you look at this game, I gave all the defensive stats for the Ravens and how much they're struggling. We talked a little bit about Caleb struggling last week. We talked about Lamar Jackson and the injury. What are you looking forward to on Sunday? What's the key for you, man?
Ooh, man. It'd be nice to see an offensive performance like we saw against Dallas, wouldn't it? It'd be nice. I mean, I want to see it happening on all fronts, man. I want to see Caleb be able to open it up in the pass game a little more. I want to see the run game continue the 100-yard streak that we just started. 2 games in a row, man. I want to see a third game. I would love for DeAndre Swift to get a third 100-yard rushing game with touchdown. That'd be awesome.
So my fantasy team.
Yeah, absolutely. But man, this got the air of a game. I feel that Caleb could put up a few stats, man. He just gotta play in rhythm. Don't try to get above your skis, man. Just play in rhythm and let the offense flow. You ain't got to go out and try to win every play. You feel me? You ain't got to. It ain't got to be a touchdown on every throw. Yeah,
nice.
And I think your playmaker shows you that. You know what I'm saying? You dump it off to Swift, he takes it 80 yards for a time. You hit Luke Burden and he can make something happen after the catch. You know what I'm saying? DJ Moore, the same thing. Wrong. I don't know what's gonna happen with Cole Kmet. I don't know if he's playing or not, but this will be a game you might actually get to see Colston Loveland get showcased. So it's like I said, I heard you saying up the middle, man. Colston Loveland up that seam, brother. I don't feel like he's being utilized the way he should be getting utilized. This is why we got Colts fans talking about some Tyler Warren was the better pick.
Well, I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to bring that up.
Man, but I will give the Colts they flowers, man. They're using that man in every way that they need to.
Every way.
But the difference between Warren and Colt is that, Warren is older. Warren is like 25, 26.
Absolutely.
He's already seasoned. Yep. He's way seasoned, and his ceiling's what it is. They're utilizing what he's already good at, and that's all he's ever going to be. What we're seeing from Warren is what he'll always be. He won't get any better than what he is right now. That's right.
I'm saying it's also the fact, man, that they don't have a lot of options for as good as they've been this year. I mean, your main threat is your running back. Taylor is the offense, and they're predicating their offense off of moving Taylor. I was gonna say when folks stack the box, oh yeah, Tyler Warren, yes, I'm gonna throw it to you. You gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Michael Pittman, you gonna eat. They got a couple other boys. They got Alec. What's my boy now? I was gonna say Alec Purdy. Alec Pierce, whatever his name is.
Alex Pierce.
Pierce.
Yeah, I like him coming out the draft, man. I mean, he's a decent wide receiver, brother. But like I said, when you getting folks to stack that box. Oh yeah, Tyler Warren, you need to eat. So it's like, man, we got a lot of mouths to feed with Chicago, which is wild to say.
That's right. We're hoping I'm glad you guys we brought up Colston Loveland today. Big game Colston Loveland would be awesome to see on Sunday, man, because the last 10 days I've been seeing those comparisons starting to come out with the Warren and the draft picks and all that, and I'm like, man, I don't want to see any more of this. But let's get Colston Loveland involved, man. He's going to have these big games coming up as everything starts gelling together. I think that's what's going to happen eventually. With our offense, guys, Roquan Smith. This is so far Roquan Smith and Tremaine Edmonds. So Roquan Smith, who we traded in the first year of Matt Eberflus, and we got the couple of draft picks back, and of course the signing of Tremaine Edmonds. And this is the 2025 stats so far. Don't forget, Roquan Smith has been hurt. He's been hurt the last couple of games. He hasn't played well, but he's been very good for the Ravens. We can't mistake that, man. He's been an all-pro every year, and I don't think they would be in the position without him the last couple of years. So I think if you look at both ends of the trade, I think both ended up working out well. And this year, especially with Tremaine Edmonds, with the way he has played, with the way, especially with Edmonds is coming back, you see the comparisons right now, and you just got to wonder what this is going to look like by the end of the year, barring injuries.
I just got the update about Cole.
You looking at Edmonds? What'd they say?
Out with a herniated disc.
Yep, I figured it was gonna be something crazy, man. Yeah, we ain't gonna see Cole Kmet for a few weeks, man.
Wow.
Is that what just came in with?
Yeah, I just got it from our guys, from Tracks. It's like Cole Kmet out with a herniated disc.
Here it is, right here.
So we ain't gonna see brother for a while. I mean, it's sad to say, but this is the point. If you Colston Loveland, man, this is this is the point where you get to shine. This is where you get to step up and you get to look like the pick that got picked in the first round, man, in the top 10. Like
first round, yeah, you're a top 10 pick. Or top 15 pick, I mean.
Yeah, brother, so I mean, it's sad to say you never might go down with an injury, man. But at the end of the day, they invest highly in you. Come in and show what you got drafted for. That's it.
So as we're talking about the injuries, guys, we're talking about injury report a little bit earlier, and just right here on Chicago Sports Podcast, you see it right here. Cole Kmet herniated disc. And I can tell you this, man, having some lower back issues and a little bit of issues like that, I can't imagine trying to play through that. And that is about as painful as painful gets.
Excruciating pain.
It's pain you don't want to go through, man. And there's nothing worse than that type of pain, man. It's awful. So we wish nothing but the best.
But, man, I did want to touch on this thing though with Edmonds and Roquan. I think you're finally starting to see Edmonds pay off. You got him in the right scheme. I think scheme for players is everything. You look at Demario Davis when he played with DA. You had him on outside and DA 8. Demario Davis 8. He perennial all pro. He's a linchpin in the league. Everybody knows Demario Davis. And Demario Davis is 35, 36, something crazy like that, ain't it? Yeah. He's on the older end right now. But yeah, he's like that Bobby Wagner type. He's just an ageless wonder.
Mm-hmm.
But you're starting to see that pay off right now with Edmonds. And Edmonds is still, 25, 26? I mean, you get this dude playing, man, at the end, if he keeps putting up the stats he's putting, that's all pro. Now you got Edwards back, and now he can feel free to do certain things that you might not have taken the liberty of doing when you had Noah Sewell out there. Or, you know what I'm saying? They I don't know how much Hippolyte played. I know they had the other guy out there that caused the I think he caused on that last play because he blew up Alvin Kamara when he was trying to run out the back. I can't remember what the kid's name is, man. He's a backup linebacker. That's all I know. But
Sewell?
Like I said, no, Sewell's hurt. It's another dude, and it wasn't Hippolyte.
Oh, Jackson.
Yes.
Adari Jackson, I believe his name is. His name was Jackson. I know
that. On that Edmonds interception, he was on the field. Kind of caused the play to be interception.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got somebody you can trust back there, you got your partner with you in crime. You can freelance at certain points and do certain things because you know that your boys got your back. And I know Edmonds knows Edwards has his back. So it's letting him play free, man. Like I said, bro, he keeps the trajectory he's got, man. That's an all-pro season. Now, I believe that'll be the first of his career.
Great tackle. 61 tackles, man. That's what I've noticed about Edmonds this year, the way he tackles, man. He's been so good at it, and you could see that here on the stats. So we're going to get that matchup on Sunday. That's going to be one of the many matchups we're looking forward to between the Bears and the Ravens. And here in a second, guys, I'm going to tell you how you guys can hang out with us on Sunday at our watch party. I'm going to get you all the details here in just a couple of minutes because we got something really cool going on like we had here for a couple of games so far this season. All right, guys. So as we look forward to the game on Sunday, and this is always one of my favorite parts of the show. Now, I guess it all depends on who's playing and who's not playing. We already got the injury report. We talked about that. Well, breaking news here on the Chicago Sports Podcast that it looks like it's going to be herniated disc for Cole Kmet. So, KB, you just got in here, man. When you look at the game on Sunday, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to put you on the spot. When it comes to the final score of this game. What are you looking at as far as that goes, and who's going to win this one?
All right, man. It's big on if Lamar plays. Right now, I know they're saying Lamar is probably not going to go till next week. If Lamar Jackson does not play in this game, it is an automatic win in my books. In my head, for the team that you're hoping to become, there's no way you lose to a Baltimore team that does not have Lamar Jackson playing their quarterback. That is a no-go. That is a flaw in the machine, so to speak. right now, if Lamar is not playing, the way that defense is played, I don't see them putting up too many points. I would give the Bears 27, 28 points in this game, and I would probably give, I'll say 28-13 with the Bears pulling that out if Lamar Jackson is not playing. That defense isn't that good. That defense is not that good. They got a lot of injuries over there. Their corners are burnt toast. Like my boy said, man, you over the middle should be open most of this game, man. Caleb just has to sit in the pocket. He has to calm his feet down. He has to not be so erratic. Just get the ball out your hands, brother. I think doing that, that'll lend to a good night for us. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna say 28-13 years, as long as Lamar Jackson's not playing.
You got some popular. You're popular in the chats right now. People are agreeing with you. DG just said he likes that pick. Kind of close to the picks that we've had the last couple of weeks, Drew. When we go over and what we think. And Drew, dude, you've been pretty much right on a lot of these scores so far, if not like just a couple of points off. So I mean, I'm not here to put any pressure on you to get this right or wrong, but I mean, don't screw this one up. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win?
Come on, man. You already know what's going to be now. But if Lamar doesn't play, I think most of the Ravens' points going to come down to field goals. So I think we're going to have a high game personally, the Bears. I think Caleb is going to break out. I think we're going to keep the momentum going from the last game. My score is going to be 35-15 Bears. It's going to be a field goal fest for Baltimore, but I think we're going to get off. So I'm going 35-15, baby.
Hell yeah, man. And watch, it's going to be like 35-15 or 35-16. Because you said because you just said it. But I like where you're going there, Drew. Congratulations. James has just won a rare Caleb Williams card. We got Jane here.
Nice.
With another loyal listener, one of our other loyal listeners tonight.
James. It was James, not James.
James.
Oh, James, yes. Okay, here we go. James,
congratulations, James.
James, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, James.
Okay.
Yeah, James. Yeah. Congratulations, James, man. And thank you so much for being part of the Chicago Sports Podcast, man. Really appreciate that. DG, I think he agrees with you too, Drew.
DG, what's up, bro?
Yeah, man. I think he's in your boat, man. All right, Picky. This is your first show back in a very long time, and I'm gonna go a little bit easy on you. I'm not gonna do it like I did with Drew right there, where it says if he gets it wrong, he's not on the show next week. So I want to see what you're thinking, man. Who do you got for Sunday, brother?
Obviously, I got the Bears, of course. I got a score of 40-22, and that's whether Lamar plays or not. And I say that because, like I said, I'm giving them the two or three, I'm giving them the 2 touchdowns just because of the run game of Derrick Henry's presence and out of respect for the head coach. So that's why I'm giving them the 21-22 points because of that. Beyond that, that's it. I'm not giving them much else. The Bears are going to drop 40 points on this team. It's going to happen. Whether it's through the air or on the ground, this team is giving up 40 points.
I like
Ben
it.
Johnson will not allow this team to be that undisciplined to not drop 40 on them. We will stumble into a 40-point game if possible. Like the 35, the 35 is probably the floor.
Right. That's why I said
40 right. 40 is middle ground, in my opinion, in this game. I just have a feeling that this is the game that Ben Johnson puts his foot up his team's butt, get their heads out there, and we get to work. And we drum them like the Detroit Lions would drum teams, that aren't that good. 40-22.
All right, man. You heard it from Picky. 40-22. We're gonna get a 40 burger on the Ravens. So I guess that means it's my turn now because I was thinking about this.
Yeah,
I'm trying to gather all your information. Started with KB, went to Drew, went to Pinky. Woo! This is what I think for Sunday. I think it's a very winnable game. I do have a little little concerned about, I know we're talking about a 1-5 team, is the Ravens are literally desperate right now. You look at all their beat writers and what they're talking about. I said it earlier in the show, they're taking out ping pong games and all the games out of the room because they're trying to get everybody back together. You hear some of the players here and there talking about their coaches. I heard some of the offensive players talking about the coordinator, about game plans and all this type of stuff. Like it just sounds something's a little bit off there with Baltimore. So I feel like out of a bye week, they're coming to play with desperation at home on Sunday. And John Harbaugh is a very good coach. I'm always going to say this guy can coach. And so I think at the end of the day, especially if Lamar plays, I think this is going to be a close game. But I'm going to pick the Bears to win this game. I am going to pick the Bears to win this game. I think to what you said, Pinky, about how we can score on this team, and KB, you brought up some points too, as well as you, Drew, about the middle of the field and the back end of that defense, and how much. And I just gave you guys all the stats on how much their defense has been giving up a game. I want to say I don't think they're going to get past 30. I'm going to say 28-21. I'm going to say 28-21 because I do think if Lamar plays that they're going to score some points. They're not going to be shut out, man. Lamar's going to get some type of points out there. So 28-21 Bears, and they win here in Baltimore. It's not an easy place to play. I know we talked about this before. I went to a game there before, man. It's a crazy atmosphere in Baltimore. That crowd is nuts. It's something you wouldn't think of, but being in that atmosphere, it's a crazy, crazy crowd there, and it's not an easy place to play. So, I still think the Bears are going to win this game, guys. And we come back here next week. We talk about 5 in a row, getting ready for the Bengals, which I'm going to that game, by the way. If there's anybody here on the Chicago Sports Podcast world that is going to that Bengals-Bears game that day, let us know because I'm going to be going out of that game, going to Cincinnati, considering I was in Cincinnati for 6 years. So, it'll be like a little bit of a second home going back there for the Bears game, man. So awesome. We'll talk about that next week. We'll talk about that next week, though, guys. We'll talk about that a little bit more next week. But what I do want to bring up, though, you heard me talk about it, about the party that we have coming up on Sunday. We have another watch party coming up right here. I want to bring this up for you guys. We have a Chicago Sports Podcast watch party for the Ravens game at Wind Creek Casino and Hotel. The last time we had one, it was Track's birthday, and it was off the hook, man. Everybody there was having a good time. It was the Monday Night Football game against the Commanders, and now we got a second one coming up on Sunday. The pregame starts at 11:30. This is Central Time, 11:30 Central Time, with kickoff at 12:30. The Chicago Sports Podcast watch party for Week 8 with the Ravens. Make plans for that. Drew, we've talked about this before, man. You went to one of those watch parties, and you said you had a blast.
Yeah, so like I said, man, it was off the chain, bro. First thing, I'm a big fan of customer service. Their customer service is off the chain. The TV, hey, bro, when I say a giant TV, bro, forget an 80-inch, bro. This thing was like a 200-inch. And, you see every game going on. The food was great. The drinks was good. Trax was doing his thing. Man, I met a lot of great Bears fans. It was good, bro. Like I said, if you're in the area, come on out and have a good time. Man, we have a ball, man. We always bearing down up in there, man. It's great.
Yeah, man. So big plans for that, guys. That's this Sunday for the party. And then also, you guys scan the QR code right here and join us. This is our YouTube channel, man. You guys can scan that QR code, follow us along, like and subscribe on our page, man. We appreciate all your guys' support. Let all your friends know about that. We have over 11,000 subscribers right now, and we're getting up to 12,000. We're getting closer to 12,000, man. Now, let's make that happen. Just scan that QR code right there. And then also, some of the stuff that we have as well. You'll see this as well. One of our tablecloths right here, the Chicago Sports Podcast, as well as our shirts on Etsy right now that you guys can order. So we got gear all over the place. You guys can check all of that out on Etsy. And subscribe here and be part of our show. And we appreciate all your guys' support. Everybody in the chat room tonight, man, we appreciate all your guys' support. We couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much every week, man. We really appreciate being a part of our team. We got more shows coming up. So like I said, like and subscribe on our page and keep up to date with all the shows coming up on the Chicago Sports Podcast. KB, it's good to have you with us tonight, man. Thank you for joining us here for the last few minutes.
My brother.
Oh, absolutely. Thank y'all for having me on, man. I appreciate it, brothers.
Yeah, man. We appreciate your support as always, man. We love you, dude. Drew, man, always good to see you, man. We'll do it again next week.
Oh, hey, speaking of which, man, before I go on, that picture you showed of Ben Johnson, man. Don't he kind of remind you of the T-1000 from Terminator 2, bro?
Stop it.
hold on. I gotta get that back up. There you go.
Hey, no.
The smile.
The other one.
Look at that smile, man. I didn't even think of that.
No, I was just talking about the other one, man. It was just like he don't show no emotion. I mean, like, every time I see him, I think of Terminator 2.
Right there.
That
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
That's
that
one.
yeah, that
Hold
he do.
on.
That's
That
one.
Hold on, right here.
That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
that
he
look,
do.
man.
one.
yeah, you nailed that one.
Dude. Oh my God. I didn't even think of that, man. I would be looking at that, man. That would be
The meme's about to go crazy with that one, bro. Meme's gonna go crazy.
Hey, I love him though, but man, show no emotion.
No.
Yeah, he
That's
was
funny.
looking at me, man.
That's funny.
Pinky, man, welcome back, man. Glad to have you back, dude. We love
It's nice to be
having you on the
back,
show,
guys.
man.
It's nice to be back.
Yeah, welcome
Appreciate
back,
y'all.
bro.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you. I'm
More
head
shows
on
coming
out,
up with.
you know what I'm saying? Because I
Thank you,
got
man.
kids, I gotta get to bed. You know what I'm saying? So
Goddamn
everybody
right.
out there, appreciate you all out there for Chicago Sports Podcast family. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and claw that like button. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Holla at
Yeah,
your
like our
boy.
show,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you, Pinky, and KV and Drew. I'm Matt Cooper, and everybody watching the show tonight, the Chicago Sports Podcast. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and go Bears.